How's everyone? I hope you are all doing very, very well. I'm going to jump over to YouTube real quick and make sure that I have the video playing over there and that I have the mic muted because we don't want any sound coming through. And you know, StreamYard takes a minute, so give me 1 second. I'm going to answer your comments. I appreciate them already. I see that some people have been commenting very much and already got some good numbers on the like button. I see. That's great. Fantastic. I love it. All right. So let me go back and address some of the comments that were here before I got to the channel. First of all, it's good to see everybody. Thank you for staying up or doing whatever it is you're doing. I'm very, very happy to be here with you guys on a Friday morning in Bangkok and a Thursday night for you guys. So Frank showed up. Much love to Frank. He is a channel member and he says an early good evening to all. Let's have a big thumbs up evening. I love that. Very good. My man, Derek C., how are you, sir? Good morning. Thumbs up here. I love it. Stephen says, hi, JC. Hope you are well. Thank you for your work. It helps us all with mental health. I certainly hope so, because without mental health, there is no physical health. Thank you for that, Stephen. MetTech says there is another vlogger of initials JC, although I have not watched his channel. I'm not aware of that. That's weird. Very, very weird. And then we have my comments for you guys to feel free to join the stream. Oh, there's Robert. Hello, Robert. How are you doing this morning? Good to see you, or good at night for you. Good to see you in the stream. Prepped for it. Hello to you and everyone else in the chat, of course. MedTech says, I'm confused. Do you mean that this isn't the live stream? No, this is definitely the live stream. Tommy, good morning. JC and family, he says, good morning to you. We're going to be talking about traveling abroad, and this is an open discussion on traveling abroad, okay? This is not a country-based travel abroad. This can be tips on how to travel abroad. Of course, we're going to talk about Thailand and the Philippines, because those are the two countries that I know the most in Southeast Asia and that I've traveled abroad to the most. But there are plenty of other countries to talk about. Goal for today's live stream, as always, 50 likes. I think we can get 50 likes because I believe some people are going to start teetering in here shortly. 50 likes. If you want to get some people involved in the stream that want to come over and have a conversation, by all means, just shoot or not shoot them. Send them this link right here that I'm about to post. They can come join the chat if they would like, or you can send them the link to the stream itself. No big deal. Stuck, good morning. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Another channel member in the chat. I love it. Robert says, feels like morning. I'm in America on Thailand time. I hear you, brother. I hear you. Yeah, so just basic travel, open discussion. What do you think about travel? How's it being affected? I will tell you that Vietjet has opened some routes, and they are currently flying. I don't know exactly where they're flying to. There's been a few open routes here in Thailand, domestic routes only. Hey, Roger, good to see you, bud. Thanks for joining, coming in. Roger is another family member officially. Let me send you guys up a different banner here, because you need to know that you can become a channel member for only $2.99, and I think it's definitely worth it. That's just my personal opinion. But I went to there are restaurants opening here, and for those of you that say foreigners get treated differently and that kind of thing, I will tell you there are businesses that are open here in Thailand. There are the state-run bus service here is open as well. It just opened, and it is open to no foreigners. So foreigners can't ride. They can't do it. And I'm a little surprised by that, to be totally honest with you, just simply because Thailand is usually pretty lax on stuff like that when it comes to, sorry guys, camera there, when it comes to dealing with foreigners. So I'm sure they have their reasons. I just don't know what they are. Gregory, he says, what up, brother? Brooklyn in the house. I heard international flights are up and running. What's up with that? International flights are up and running in a couple of countries. Thailand is still not allowing inbound flights unless you have a work permit, and then you have to be quarantined. July the 1st is supposed to be the opening dates, but they're in what's called a travel bubble with some other Southeast Asian countries. I just found this information out yesterday, reading the news. They are looking at traveling abroad, opening the international travel lines again with mostly Asian countries because they have it under control. For example, I just read today that Vietnam and China were two of the countries in talks of the travel bubble with Thailand. I read that in the Pattaya News. So I don't know what that means for us, but can't be great. Stephen says, JC, this is a very difficult question. Not trying to play the, can't say that word. But I'll read your comment down. Is this something we have to adopt to? Would love your opinion. Yeah, you're going to have to adapt to it. I'm sorry, for sure. Definitely going to have to adapt to it. No question about it. Definitely going to have to adapt to it. Okay. Somebody already got that message on YouTube. I'm looking at it on StreamYard. But it's okay, Stephen. Don't worry. No problem. No hard feelings. It's something that we're definitely going to have to adapt to. And if you look at things that are going on in other parts of the world right now, in the West, there's going to be a lot of changes going on. I have never been so happy to be in Thailand in my life because there's nothing going on here like there is going on in the West right now. I mean, it's madness. It's madness. Steven says, I didn't know that word was banned. No problem, man. No problem. I personally, if you guys ever meet me in person, you will know that I do not care one way or the other what you say or when you say it. I only say these things or keep you guys from saying these things on here because YouTube doesn't like it. And YouTube will demonetize the video, therefore, on me. So no worries, Stephen. No worries at all. There is Thai Guy Bry, AJC, and the DoMoreLife family. Something I've noticed, thank you, Thai Guy Bry, I appreciate that. Something that I've noticed is a lot of people are starting to show up on here and saying, hey, JC, and the DoMoreLife family. And the fact that they're adding the DoMoreLife family to the end of that sentence really makes me very happy. It really does, because I want this to be family broadcast, family channel. And for those that are new that come in, they can always be a part of the DoMoreLife family. So it's very, very nice. Very nice to have you guys around. What's up, Hike? Good to see you, man. I wasn't sure if you were coming or not. Here's a link just in case you might want it. I don't know if you'll come on or not. If you don't feel like it, that's fine. But there's the link for the chat anyway. For you guys that are paying the $2.99, do you feel like it's worth it? Type a 1 in the chat and a 2 if it's not. What's up, Brandon? Good to see you, man. Thanks for dropping by. Much appreciated. Another channel member right there. Appreciate that. We're just talking a little open discussion travel, traveling abroad, and all that stuff. And I'm getting a little feedback from the people in the chat, so that I can make sure I'm doing my job. Yes, one, Doug Gregory says, I asked the channel members to type a 1 if the $2.99 a month was worth the perks that they're getting, or 2 if no. And Gregory said 1. Frank said yes. Gomel Hike says 1 is on his number. So I'm assuming he's saying 1, but Prep for it says, I get a lot of negative insults when I mention I am going to Thailand / Pattaya. You always will, because Pattaya is world renowned for that. Yet Thailand has dealt with the recent chaos better than any G8 country. I agree 100%. Okay, so everybody's basically saying 1. Good. I just wanted to make sure everybody was happy. And I hope everybody got my email yesterday. That's good. Stuck in Florida says 1. Seriously, it's the price of a soda once a month. That's so true. That's so true. MetTech is sending me a heart, which makes me nervous, but that's okay. I'm just kidding, MetTech. 3.1. Oh God. Gomore Hike's in a joking mood, so he just put up pi, the number pi. Anyway, moving right along. Travel is going to be. Here's what I think is this. This is my personal opinion. This is not corroborated with any facts. This is what I think is going to happen to travel. Okay, especially international travel. I think this is what's going to go down. I think you're going to be required to get a fit to fly certificate. I think you're going to be required to get the test for it about 72 hours before your flight. I think when you get to the country you're going to, you may likely face a 7 to 14 day self quarantine, which would kind of ruin any sort of vacation. And I just think that's how it's going to be, at least here in Thailand. I think it's going to be even worse in the Philippines, to be honest with you, because I read an article yesterday that said foreigners who travel must have the equivalent, or I'm paraphrasing here, but it said must have the equivalent of 3,000 US dollars on them for their duration of stay, just in case something goes wrong. Let's see what's Gregory got here. It says, truth be told, your vlogs and no nonsense approach to Thailand is the reason I'm coming there towards the end of this year. Hopefully to scope out some retirement options. That's awesome, dude. Thank you so much. That's a big compliment. Big compliment. Matt Tech says, what exactly is fit to fly certificate? Medical certificate, basically. basically just like a medical certificate saying you're not sick, and you don't have any underlying medical conditions that would harm you to be at a high altitude and all that stuff. Yep, Roger, that's right. CV free. I agree with that 100%. You'll probably have to have more documentation now. And I think what Thailand and the Philippines is going to do. Hey, Ross. Good morning, buddy. I think that's what Thailand's going to do. That's just my personal opinion. I don't know that for sure. So, like I said, don't take it to the bank, guys, because I don't know for sure. But that's just my opinion. Steven says, I am in Costa Rica. They're testing us to go into a government building. Yeah. So some of the same restrictions apply around here. Like you have to get the thermometer and you have to get the what else you have to do? Oh, you have to QR code on your phone for tracking purposes. It's different. It's different, but it's something that we're probably all gonna have to get used to. Stuck in Florida says good morning to Ross. Ross says my dogs had to get fit to fly search when I brought them to Thailand 5 years ago. Wow, that's interesting. I didn't know dogs had to get anything like that. That's cool. Very, very, very cool. Yes, I said 3,000 hike. 3,000. That was to the Philippines though, not to Thailand. Thailand wants you to have. The last time I checked, Thailand wants you to have $100,000 insurance policy. That's what I saw anyway. MedTech says does clinic have authority to issue fit to fly certificate? I'm unsure they will know what it is. Hence, I ask a certificate known entity here. I would probably go see a doctor, like a real doctor. That's what I would do. Good morning, Gordon. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for dropping by. I appreciate it. Who we got? Brandon says you have to stay for at least 30 days from now on to enjoy your vacation. that's what I'm scared of, but I think you're right, Brandon. I absolutely think you're right. You're probably going to have to wind up spending the first 14 of your days, vacation days, self quarantining. So I don't know how well that's going to work out, but I do know that a whole lot of people are going to break that rule, and a whole lot of people are going to be in trouble. For sure. Okay, here's a good one. Steven says, I apologize. Let's do more life. Change the subject. We will in just a second, brother. We will, because I'm not going to talk about this subject too much. Don't have a doctor, never been ill. That there's still doctors. Just because you don't have one doesn't mean you can't go to a doctor's office and say you need a fit to fly certificate. Hike says, also, I just laid down in bed, so I will just hide off camera tonight. No problem, man. No problem. Gregory says, with that 3,000 USD, in your opinion, would that hold you a few months in case of another incident? It should. Like if you got hurt in a car wreck or something, yeah. And you said the Q word. Oops. My bad. But there are clinics that issue. Okay, if there are clinics that issue that, go get it. Gordon says rules are made to be broken, and I agree with him 100%. Rules are made to be broken, but at the same time, some of these rules that are going to be played out in the travel sphere of everybody that wants to travel internationally are most definitely going to have to abide by some different rules that were never mentioned before. I saw somebody sent me a message. I can't remember who it was, a couple days ago and said that they got a round trip flight to it was either the Philippines or Thailand. I can't remember. For $599. I don't know who that was. I can't remember right off the top of my head, but that's what they said. That's pretty cool. Ross says, wife and I are. Here, let me put it on the screen. Ross says, wife and I are already planning new road trip in a couple of months. If travel rules lifted, sure. I think they will be. I think most of the travel rules will be lifted as they go into phase 4 here. I think it'll be a good one. I think it'll be a lot easier to get around Thailand in a couple months than it will be than it is right now. I don't think it'll be too much of a problem. As you guys know, last weekend I went to Pattaya, and I had absolutely no problems getting there. But I went by private taxi, and that I didn't try to take the bus service or anything like that because I didn't know if they were open. Every website I checked, they were like closed. So really, you're going to need to look at the rules in the country that you're going to when they do open international flights back up. Look at the rules in the country that you're going to see if all their public transportation is open again. If all their taxis serve foreigners, if their restaurants are serving foreigners, because there's plenty here in Bangkok that are not. Just to be totally honest with you, I see it all the time. Gilmore Heights says, yeah, get in queue for 2 weeks. That's my whole vacation time. I've about decided to wait until next year. I sad a little bit. I would be sad too, Hike. I would be sad, but don't give up hope, man. Don't give up hope. Ross says, I want mask rule lifted so we can see why Thailand is the land of smile. That's a good one. Very good one. Ross says, Hike says, I like your video, Ross. I think Ross he made the mask video or something. Nell in Thailand had I saw it. He had a mask on that it kind of blends in with your face and gives a different looking. It almost gives it like a look, sort of like you don't have a mask on. It's pretty cool. But I saw Nell in Thailand. He had that on a couple weeks ago. It was pretty cool. Pretty neat, little interesting thing. I also want to remind you guys that if you have not hit the thumbs up button, please hit the thumbs up button. Pretty please. Always makes me feel good and always helps the channel a little bit. Also helps the video. And on this one in particular, we're not really going through anything specific. We're just talking about traveling abroad in general. Hike says, I'm about ready for a Mike and Jeremy walk and talk. Well, Mike and Jeremy, as soon as he comes back, I talked to him yesterday and the day before. So as soon as he comes back, right now he's in Costa Mesa. And Ross, I referred him to stay at your resort, but he went to Agoda and said the bookings were full. Not your resort, your wife's resort. So I didn't know if you guys were open or whatever, but I told him, I gave him my playlist on it, and he looked at it and he was like, that's the place I'm going. So he went to Agoda and it was all booked up. I just wanted to let you know. But he stayed somewhere in I think the Bonpei area. He got a little hotel for the night or whatever, and he is in Costa Mesa. In fact, I think he's live streaming right now from Costa Mesa, if I'm not mistaken. One sec, guys. My throat's giving me a problem. And no, I'm not sick. I just have a scratchy throat. Anyway, traveling here has become not necessarily monotonous, but the staying at home part is the part that's become monotonous for me. I also have to say that, truthfully and honestly, I am somewhat discouraged a little bit about the not being able to go anywhere anytime rules, because I've had, like, the month of July has been a really good month for me to go travel. Um, I told him that, Ross. I told him to call a resort. I don't know if he did or not, or if he just gave up on the Agoda. But I promise you, I told him. Anyway, like, I've had some time to do a little traveling during the month of June, and unfortunately, I just haven't been able to do that because certain places just reopened. Um, and it is what it is. You do what you do. I think when school starts back, yeah, on July the 1st, and I'm going to be an extraordinarily busy man, extraordinarily busy. I think that the best thing I can do there is probably I'm going to stay at different hotels in Bangkok. Like, I'm going to go down toward the Ekamaya area and Nana in that area, and stay in some hotels for you guys so I can give you some hotel reviews. Um, I haven't put together the hotel review yet of where I stayed in Pattaya last weekend, but it's coming. In fact, when I get done today talking with you guys, I'm doing nothing but editing videos. That's it. I spent quite a bit of money because we had such an awesome PayPal day on Sunday here, Saturday night in the States, when Brett dropped by. I spent about half of what we made on things to help me make better videos, and I hope that it works. I really do. Ross says, let's see. If you think YouTube takes a big cut on Super Chat, you should see what Agoda takes on reservations. I can imagine. I can definitely imagine. Hike says, have you been to Curicon? Curicon? I don't know if I'm spelling it right. I haven't been there. Wherever it is, I would like to go. I would definitely like to go. There are a ton of places around Bangkok and this area that I would like to go to. There are provinces around here. There are a ton of things around here. And I also want to let you guys know that you've been seeing some pictures. The channel members have been getting some behind the scenes pictures that are a little over the top creative. Also on my Instagram, if you don't follow my Instagram, you should probably follow it, because I'm on a mission to just create. With all the stuff happening in the West right now, it's really just hurting my heart to see my country die, and I'm dealing with it through creativity. That's what I'm doing. That's how I deal with it, and that's it. Let's see. Dan in the tropics. Good to see you. He says, just signed up for an online Thai class with Duke Language School. Pray the wire transfer goes through. Yeah, absolutely. Have you taken a train trip? It's slow but cheap. I have not, but that's a good idea, Hike. I always wanted to take a train trip to from Bangkok to Chiang Mai. That was always a good wish of mine. Derek C says restrictions have slowed my roll drastically too. I usually travel 3 to 4 times a year, sometimes a month at a time, wasting 2 weeks of it in queue. before I start isn't attractive. I totally get why. Yeah, I couldn't agree with that statement anymore. Robert says it's and I can never say that, but I have to remember that, Robert. I have to remember that. Thank you for throwing that in there, brother. I appreciate it. Look at David Humphreys coming in. How are you, sir? Morning, JC. A while. I haven't worked for 2 months, and you're usually on in the middle of the night. Well, hopefully it's not the middle of the night for you right now, but it is good to see you, my friend, and I am very, very, very glad that you are on the live stream with me tonight, wherever you are. I know where you're at, but I'm just saying, I know my time schedule doesn't always meet up with you, and for that reason, it's very good to see you. I hope to see you again in Thailand sometime soon. Steven says, I don't think your country is dying, just needs some vision, different actions. Yeah, but yeah, I'm not going to get into it at all on here. It just makes me sad to watch it, to be honest. That's all. Prep for it says, I booked a good guest house on Soy 12 in November. No need for an expensive hotel. That's right. There's too much to do in Pattaya to spend a lot of time there other than sleep, AC, shower, room safe, and Wi-Fi. You got it, buddy. You got it. That's exactly correct. And that's why I don't understand why people spend so much on their rooms, because you're not going to stay in them that long if you're there on vacation. If you're going there and you're going to stay just in the city for a month, then yeah, you might get a better room here or there. You might get, I don't know, that would make sense, I guess. If you got a nicer room and want to spend some extra money, maybe that would do it for you. I'm not sure. Let me go over here to YouTube and see how we're doing on our likes. 23. Man, we got the like button it up. Got to get them likes up, man. I'm trying to get 50 over here, bro. Let's see. I think Hike just posted something, but I can't read it yet because it hasn't come through on StreamYard. Let me see over here. Hike says, my first trip to Thailand, I flew into Bangkok and spent one night there, then took a train to wherever that place is. I liked it. I think a train ride will be fun. Hike. I really do. I think a train ride would be a lot of fun. It would be very, very interesting to travel that way. Brandon says, which part of Bangkok is a better place to stay, Thonglor or Ari? That's a good question. Either one is okay. It just depends on what you really want to do, Brandon. That's a good. Hang on a second, guys. Sorry, I think I have a breach of security here on one of my platforms. Give me 1 minute, and I will get right back to you. I just got an email saying that somebody had opened my PayPal, and I haven't opened my PayPal. So we're going to find out what all that's about, because that would be really, really weird. You guys just talk it out for a second, and I'll be right back with you. Sorry about that. Log in with the password associated with. This is it. Oh. What time is it on the West Coast right now? Does anybody know? West Coast time? I'm not sure. My favorite Thai food so far is, Steven, is what's that stuff called? Well, I'll tell you my second favorite food is sticky rice and mango. So I don't know if that counts or not, but 7:43 p.m. on the West Coast. Okay, all right, that makes sense. Okay, that was just me logging in to check to see if there had been any PayPal sent. All right, good. Much better. Thank you guys for telling me what time it is. I got very nervous there for a minute. Yeah, most sites do offer two-factor authorization, Ross, and I have two-factor authorization on every single one that I possibly can. What happened there? We had some messages retracted, it looks like. Let me go back to StreamYard and see what I can find over here. Yeah, two-factor authorization is a very good way to keep your keep everything safe and keep everything secure, to say the least, because two-factor authorizations usually lead to really good things. David says, our two-factor authorizations don't lead to bad things, is what I meant to say. David says the air forecast, like June, July, August for most countries, but here it's October. I hear you, brother. Jason says stream liked. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate it. We're going for 50, so hit the like button if you like the content on the channel and on this stream. I appreciate it. Thank you, Hike, and I understood what you meant there, Jason, so it's no problem at all. Thank you guys for hitting that like button for me. I very much appreciate it. Very much. Very much. We will change the banner now to remind the people that if you are not a channel member, it is, as Stuck in Florida said, less than or it's a soda a month in America. So, and there is a ton of perks that comes with it. I need to do a video on the updated stuff that I've done to it, because it only has just the channel membership video only has just a couple of the perks. I've upgraded a lot of things. David says here in Sweden, there's no real LD life sort of going on, almost as normal. Not sure yet which is the best method, but getting back to Thailand could be a long time coming. I agree with that 100%. 100%. We don't say the whole word, David, just so I know it's been a long time since you've been over here, brother. But yeah, looks like Robert caught that. So yeah, we just say LD. It's no big deal. Try to keep it politically correct as possible. Brandon's telling me it's in the PM. Yep, I just wanted to check because it gave me a time on my PayPal, and I wanted to be sure that everything was up there. 27 likes. 27 likes. Go More Hike says, anybody been to Nana Plaza? I didn't like it. Might make a good scouting video. I agree. I have one video on the channel already that was me going to Nana Plaza, but I couldn't go because they were backed up and all the beer trucks were filling up the bars for the night and all that good stuff. Gordon says bars, pubs. Oh, you can't say that, Gordon. The SM part are not allowed to reopen in phase 4. Not good. These places have suffered enough. I agree with your comment 110,000%. And I just read that I just read in the Pattaya Daily News that I get an email about 9:15 every morning, or not 9:15, about 8:30 every morning, and they said that the not opening the bars and pubs and nightlife venues was not political, quote unquote, not political. That's what they said. I don't know what that means, but I agree that they have definitely suffered, and we certainly hope that they are able to get back on their feet for sure. Good morning says also Soy Cowboy might be popular. That's very true. Very, very true. Be waiting to see if it opens up or um, go maybe go record some video of what it looks like now. That's what I did in Pattaya, and I'll have that video coming out sometime soon. Steve says, "What morons gave this? what morons gave this a thumb down? Please say your name." They won't say their name. They're trolls. They won't say their name. That's how they get off on. They get the little high for the day by giving a thumbs down on a video. It's so pathetic. Let's see. A lot of tough jobs going, not done, Gordon. That's a relatively good point there, bro. Let's see. What Ross say? Ross says Nana's overrated. Soy Cowboy should be something you see at least once. You'll be amazed what great ping pong players some of the entertainers are. I bet so. I bet so. Thai guy says he thought it was kind of boring, which is interesting. I like having contrasting opinions. How's the jet ski rental industry doing? I don't think they're doing it all, Gilmore Height. That's very, very fun. Very funny comment. Very funny comment. Drifter Dude says hi. Hello, man. Good to see you again. Dropping back in. I appreciate it. And Roger with his famous comment. Thumbs up, no nuts. I love it. I absolutely love it. Good job there, Roger. Appreciate that. And we'll see where we're at. We're at 29. 29. I still think we can make 50. But that's just my opinion. But we got to have something to talk about. That's the other thing. Our flight's going to be expensive? Probably. Very expensive. I've been looking at some of the ways people are flying and the way they're going to fly, and it appears to be that they're going to be one seat between everybody and that kind of thing. If they do that, the airlines are going to have to charge. They're going to have to charge a much larger rate, a much higher price to the individual that sits on the plane. They have to, because they can't have a half-empty airplane making money. I just don't think it's feasible for them to do that. They may find some way to make it work, and they may not. I'm not sure. I certainly hope they do. That is a great point, Gordon. I haven't been in Cowboy when it's been alive, like really alive, but I've definitely been in 6 there quite a few times, and just walking down that street is, for lack of a better term, I would say dangerous because it's tough. For those of you that don't know what Soy 6 is, I'll say this in PC terms. It's a street, soy means street, in Pattaya, and it's filled with bars that have an oversupply of drinking companions and or fitness trainers that are looking to make money. So that's what that is. Ross says, let's talk about why the bot picked up so much value for this week for no reason. I read that in a paper somewhere. Ross, let me look. I want to see what XE's saying on that right now because I'm using it to convert to a dollar. And I don't see, unless I'm missing something here, I haven't seen the big pickup. It still says $1 is equal to 31, basically 31 baht. What am I missing? Because I didn't see that big hike. Steve is laughing at my fitness trainer's joke. But yeah, Ross, that would be great. I would love to. I would love to hear about the exchange. Feel free to talk about it. Brandon says, "Oh yeah, Qatar Airways CEO says money will be increasing exponentially. Figures for tickets. That sounds about right. That sounds about right." GoMorLife says, "Oh, yesterday I just browsed the flights in December yesterday at work. Prices going back up. I know, and they'll go back up now." Hike is asking Ross how high. I didn't know. Ross says, "Steve F, we call them fitness trainers. They will test your endurance." That's so true. Hey, Bob. What's up, Bob? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. We're going for 50 likes again. 50 likes, 50 likes. Got to get Jim back on here at some point in time to throw out some challenges. I missed those. Jim was the king about all of that. And got to get him back. But it's good to see you, Bob. Thanks for stopping by. I really, really, really genuinely appreciate it. And just to switch it up a little bit, we'll put our goal on the banner running across the bottom of the screen. Bot fell to 30.8 yesterday. Ooh. Wonder why. That's weird. That's very weird. I wasn't aware of that. Gordon says the bot took a big jump in the past 24 hours against the Canadian dollar. That's all I watched. Start of week was 31.5. That's what I'm curious. Why did they why would they do that? Why would they do that? To make obviously it's to make, I mean, that's inflating the currency, correct? That's like yeah, that's got to be inflating the currency because they're making it stronger, I think. I don't know much about finances, guys. I'm learning. Hike says, "How's the camera?" The camera's awesome, and it's super awesome. I can't wait to put together like a video slideshow for you guys, and some other things that are coming up. It's taking beautiful photographs, taking beautiful video, and all of that's coming out because I'm gonna spend this weekend doing some recording somewhere, and I'm also gonna spend this weekend. My priority is to get videos edited this weekend, so we have videos again. I have started wearing my camera around my neck. Go more hike. I've never been a fan of the neck strap, but they put it on at the store I bought it at, and it's actually not too bad. I have a dual strap from when I used to when I shot some professional gigs in the States. I have a dual strap, so one would come here, wrap around, and I'd have one here. I had one on each side of me, and do more spreadsheets. I like that. Ross says, I follow exchange rates like my dogs follow me around the house. That's funny. That's very funny. And that's also true. Jason Taylor says, I've never traveled out of the States. Let me pre-read this. I've never traveled out of the States, plan to at the end of the year, just worried to book a flight with the possibility of a second wave. Ooh, somebody ditched that comment. Hard to plan knowing there's a possibility of that. What say you? What say me? Jason, what say me? What say me? I say that don't worry about what could happen and focus on what is happening. The second round, I'll say, could not even happen. So don't worry about it if there's nothing you can do about it. That's what I say. That's what I say. Let's see. Who let the dogs out? Ross says it does not promote investment into Thailand when baht is strong. A strong baht is good for Thais to buy imports, but horrible to sell Thai goods for export. That would make sense. Yeah, I can see that. Ross says, Jason Taylor, be careful. Travel is addictive. It sure is. Steve F says, do tell. Hype says, Steve, I was about to make that joke. Jason Taylor says, sorry, I didn't know I couldn't say that. It's all good, man. It's all good. Don't worry about it. We just try to keep a nice, good, clean channel on DoMoreLife. We really, really try to. We try to do things differently around here. And usually it gets people's attention. Sometimes it doesn't, and that's okay. All right, so I'll make a deal with you guys. We're at 34 likes, 35 now. So can we get to 40? If we get to 40, we'll wrap it up unless you guys have anything else you want to talk about. If we can get to 40, we will wrap it up. Let's see. Hike says, Ross, what is the best way to look at? I'm not gonna call the name of his resort because I will say it incorrectly. Ross says, at Jason, get travel insurance. Worrying won't stop the bad stuff from happening. It just stops you from enjoying the good. That's 100% correct. So just make sure when you book your ticket, you get the insurance for it. Good point, Ross. Very good. Go more height. Great question. Call the resort numbers on the website. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. We got up to 37 likes now, and seven thumbs down from it's like it's so funny to watch me get thumbs down on these videos because I haven't said nothing offensive, appalling, or anything like that, and here we are with 7 thumbs down. You trolls, you guys amaze me. You must just. I mean, it's it has to be the most sad, ridiculous, pathetic thing to just sit behind a computer and hit thumbs down. It's so funny. Jason says, Chiang Mai or Bangkok? I would probably start in Bangkok because that's probably where you're going to fly into, and then go see Chiang Mai. Or if you're just coming for a couple of weeks, Bangkok would be a good choice, or Chiang Mai, depending on what you like. If you like laid back, a more laid back atmosphere, go to Chiang Mai. Let's see. Dan in the Tropic says, I heard the Thai government is subsidizing hotel stays. Is that true? I think that's just for the people that are being repatriated into Thailand. Brandon says, haters going to be everywhere, Jay. Check me out. Oh, I know. Yeah. one thing I learned about haters. Hey, when haters say something or do something, that kind of thing, it's because they're broken, not you. That they're broken, not you. I'm fine. But that's a good point, Brandon. Jason says, "How do I get travel insurance and what's it used for? Thanks for all your feedback, much appreciated." You can go through any. If you Google travel insurance, you'll probably get like Cigna and some other companies that will offer travel insurance for you. In terms of health insurance, and now when your flight insurance, you would get that most likely through your airline that's giving you the ticket. I would think. Prep for it says if you do travel to an island for the day, bring 3 times the money you think you might need. If there is a bad storm, you will have to stay for a night or more. Plus, everything is a bit more pricey. Very good point, Prep for it. Very, very, very good point. Stuck in Florida says Jason Taylor, depends on what you want to do and what time of year you are going. Yep, that does play a big part in it, I would have to say, for sure. Let's see. Ross says Dan and Tropics not exactly. They have a PPP type program to keep staff employed. We have somebody named Cinderblock in here. Let me see. Let me go back over. Let me take Ross's comment down first, though. Okay. Now, Cinderblock says, "Did you ever get a chance to use the Eat It Go app for food? Probably hard to order during the situation." I did try to use it for some reason. I don't know what happened. They were unable to locate my exact address for pickup, and this has happened with Grab too. Occasionally, it just didn't work. I'm going to try it again though. Thank you very much for that, Senator Block. I do appreciate it very, very much. We're at 37 likes. We need 3 more, and I'll be happy. Happy. Stuck in Florida says, Jason Taylor, if you are going to be there for more than a couple of weeks, travel, it's very cheap to travel inside of Thailand. That's true. The expenses required to travel inside of Thailand are a lot less than getting to Thailand. Ross is also talking to Jason, says, if you plan on a long stay, make sure to get multiple entry visa prior to your arrival. You can then stay up to 120 days with 30-day extensions included. And oh, by the way, I read this morning, Integrity Legal did a video that said visa entry stamps or visa entry extensions may no longer occur after everything's said and done. So they may still give them, but they just put that out this morning. Gilmore Hike says, I saw on the news the bus system there won't take foreigners right now. Ever taking a bus there? That's right. They won't take foreigners right now. And yes, I have taken a bus there. Buses here, and they've been great both times I've taken them. Let's see. Ross says, good morning. I have not seen anything like that on the news. Well, I have, Ross, and it's true. You can go to the Pattaya News, and in fact, I'll just read it to you real quick. Let me just read it to you because I was shocked when I saw it. The ferry is still closed from Wahan to Pattaya, by the way. Thailand state bus services open for business on all routes, but no foreigners apparently allowed. That's the column in the Pattaya News Daily Briefing that you can get. So, just to let you guys know. Just to let you guys know. Let me reset this real quick, see if there's anybody. Nope, nothing there. Where was I at? Roger McGee. I did, Ross. Yeah, Good Morning says I saw it on Tiger, I think. Ross says, Roger McGee, what city was that in? Have I tried Madison yet? I have not, but according to Ross, I should. Gilmore Heights says, so is any nightlife at all open right now? Not technically. I'm going to shoot a video about that sometime this weekend and try to get it out to you next week to kind of explain how that works. Ross says, I did see some temples are not allowing tourists. That's true. Sell beer until 11. Curfew is in effect, I think, until the 15th. I'm not sure when curfew goes out of effect, to be honest with you. I just don't know. So, because they keep moving it, they keep setting it back, I don't know. I don't get too caught up in curfew and that kind of thing. But this live stream was made to answer some of your questions about traveling and get some advice from some people that do travel. I feel like the live stream completed what it needed to do. I would like to see 3 more likes, so we'll have 40 on the way out. Oh yeah, I did. That's right, Ross. I did taste Manson. That's true. For those of you who are a channel member, Gordon says the curfew is the worst part of this for me. I bet it is. If I was a night owl, it would probably bother me a lot. Jason says, I watched a prior live stream you had about visas, but I never traveled and it's a bit confusing. If I go Philippines after 2 months in Thailand, then back, I get an additional 2 months in Thailand. So as it stands right now, you get a tourist visa at a Thai embassy or consulate in your home country. Okay. You come to Thailand, that'll give you 60 days in Thailand. You can extend, as it stands right now, you can extend that tourist visa for 30 days. Okay. If you wanted to go to the Philippines, you could go to the Philippines and you can come back and do the same thing again in Thailand. But you can only be in tourist visa status legally for 6 months out of a calendar year. I hope that's well explained. Ross says, Gordon, I have to agree with you. The curfew has been the worst. Yeah, I believe it. Gilmore Heights says, my curfew is 9 p.m. on school nights. My mom is very strict. Yeah, my curfew on when I work, when I have to get up to go to work at the regular time, is about 8 p.m. Virtually every night. So I see that. I can understand. All right, guys. So I guess I'm going to, as of right now, yes, Brandon, you can still get a 30-day step at the airport, but, I don't think you can't come into the country right now anyway. So that point's kind of mute. Not to say it's not a relevant topic to bring up for discussion, but it's just, I don't think you can do it. Ken says, hey, a little late. Hi, all. Hey, Ken, good to see you. We're going to be busting out of here in about 20 seconds. So, after I answer Good More Heights comment, it says, when you getting a girlfriend, how's that going? It's about time for a clickbait girlfriend. I'm working on it. I'm working on it, guys. I really am. I'm working on it. I got a couple prospects, and I'm working. That's all I can say at this point in time. Right now, my priority is to I gotta fix this channel. And when I say fix this channel, I mean I gotta make it profitable again. Like I was doing all of last year. And I don't mean from just from people's contributions, super chats, PayPal's, whatever. I mean, I got to make the actual channel, the AdSense. I got to make it profitable again. So that's going to be my concentration. It's going to be work, and it's going to be this channel. And hopefully, I will find a girl during that time. That would be nice, but that can't be a priority right now. I've got 10 years to set up my retirement because I have every intention of retiring at 50. Jason says, do I need to get a visa prior to travel there, or can I get one upon arrival? Get extension? Do I have to leave after 60 with the SNP? Okay. Let's pretend there was no it out there right now. Let's pretend the world was normal. Okay. If the world was normal, if you're from a Western country, you can fly in and get a 30-day stamp. You can extend that stamp. That is a visa exemption stamp. Okay. You can get that and be in lawful status in Thailand for up to 30 days. Before that 30 days is up, you can get that visa exemption stamp extended for an additional 30 days. That's it. So yes, that happens on arrival. What's up? Are you experienced? Good to see you, bro. Thanks for stopping by. I almost cut the live stream. I was just getting ready to cut the live stream off. Let's see. He says, if I get an extension, do I have to leave after 60 with the extension? You cannot get a tourist visa in Thailand. Okay, that's what people don't understand. You can't get a tourist visa here in Thailand. You can get a visa exemption stamp here in Thailand, but you cannot get a tourist visa in Thailand. To get a tourist visa for Thailand, you have to go out of the country to an embassy or consulate of Thailand to get the tourist visa. And then you have to come back in on that tourist visa. All right. So you can come straight into Thailand, but you have to be able to get a stamp. That's why I'm trying to tell you, I wouldn't go that route based on what I'm hearing about travel restrictions and everything else. Because I think that stamp is either going to change or it's just not going to be there anymore. Bob says the only people in your chat are mods. I don't know. We like it. Gordon says, I retired here at 50. It can be done. I know it can. And I definitely want to make sure that I make that happen. 100%. Absolutely, for sure. I want to retire at 50. I really do. Let's see. How are things in Canada? Our experience is fine. Hike. It's hot in Canada. I have a Visa and a MasterCard and Amex. What are you guys talking about? Absolutely kidding me. David says, okay, time for some breakfast. Have a good weekend, everyone. Take care. I agree with you, David. It's been going on for quite some time now. And Jason says, if I get a tourist visa in the States, how long can I stay? Can I go back and forth to the... Okay, Jason, you're going to have to go to the embassy websites. You can go to thaivisa.com, or you can go to the Philippines visa website and get more answers. All right, because I don't want to tell you anything wrong. Stuck in Florida says, I had planned on retiring at 50, but plans changed during the economic situation in 2008. I hate that for you, man. I really, really, really do. Height says, wow, Canada hot. So like 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Ooh, that would be bad. Our experience is mid-30s, like the humidity almost 40. Woo! That's hot for Canada, man. That's hot. So anyway, with all that being said, I want to tell you guys I love you. If you can find 3 more likes on the way out, that would be great. If not, no problem. I've had a good little open discussion with you guys this morning. The Saturday morning, Friday night live stream that we normally have should be a very good one. So be looking forward to that. I'm working on some stuff for that live stream, and I may have one Sunday as well. I don't know. But we'll see what happens. So with that being said, remember, this channel is a channel for travel, fun, photography, and education. And whatever you guys do today, please find a way to do more life. See you on the next one.